Lord, thank you for the opportunity to be able to travel in this season. You have sustained me and my loved ones, and I'm grateful. Psalms 18. Guess what? We got a big buck down, and we're so thankful.
Is from Slade and is the daughter of Slade and Mary Priest. She is 5 years old and attends Thompson Memorial Presbyterian Church. Asa is in Miss Josie's kindergarten class and is a tiny tiger darling and a little tiger cheerleader. She enjoys hunting with her dad, tubing on the river, playing with her pets and brothers, and loves anything to do with dinosaurs. Kindergarten Page, Asa Claire Priest.
Booger? All right, we're going to hunt Booger.
Booger Johnson.
Booger Johnson, okay.
Say good luck, Dad.
I love you, Bear. I love you, Mom. All right, let's roll. All right, we got Asa Bear taken care of. She was beautiful out on that field, and it almost brings a tear to this old dad's heart or eye coming out there on the football field. She was just beautiful right here in our hometown, and it was just something special. But now we got the family stuff taken care of. We're heading to Kansas mid-October, and if history repeats itself, we're going to have a great week of hunting. All right, well, it has been a long night. We got Asa in homecoming last night. That was awesome. I ain't gonna lie. I had a little fighting back a little tears, my little girl walking across the football field, but it's deer killing time now. We have put the women and children to bed, and we going hunting for supper. Just crossed into Kansas. We drove all night. It is 7:43, and we're gonna be there by 8 o'clock. So we're gonna get a little nap, and shoot our bows, make sure everything's dialed in, and we're gonna slide in the afternoon. This time of the year, when we're hunting out here, early season like this, we focus on the afternoons, because the mornings, you know, you just run a lot of risk. There's not any rut activity going on, so we're just focusing on the afternoons for the most part. Asterisk to this interview, this bottom right here in front of me, I've killed five.
Turn left onto US 160.
I've killed 5 big bucks in this bottom right here. In fact, we may be hunting right down there this afternoon, so we in big buck country. I have done this many a time. It's the exact same place in Kansas. Shoot the bow a couple times, make sure we all good. Just need to quit. Just need to quit. Usually when you I come out here, you're nervous, you drove all night, and you don't shoot good, but not today. We just need to shoot like that when we get out in the field. Hey, if they all go right there, if they're still standing, you keep shooting. That's why you brought all them bullets. All right, we got our bows shot, we're shooting good, and we get some really, really good deer on camera. The weather's right, the wind's right, all the stars are aligning for a great trip to Kansas. Now let's just see if we can pull it together when that big buck comes in. There ain't no better place to hunt whitetails than where we're at right now. I've killed more big deer in Kansas than anywhere else combined. And actually, the last time I sat in this tree, me and old Bear Cub, I killed a 178-inch, 300-pound triple drop time buck. So to say we are excited, it's not even close to describing what we are. And what's crazy is, you see how windy it is. We've had some of our best hunts over the years. I've been hunting here like 14, 15 years with windy days like this. It doesn't bother these deer, so we're gonna sit tight. We're gonna stay bundled up. We got the thick element on today. We'll see if we put this expedition to work. That's a big sucker. Alright, we ain't been sitting here less than an hour. You know, we done seen a giant. I think it's one of our shooters, big 9-point, 150 plus for sure. He came out, and we just saw him for just a second. Hunter couldn't even probably get video of him. But he just looked like he was circling up by this wheat field, so he should come down this way, get him a little feed here in a little bit. Here he goes. Touchdown. Touchdown time. Here she comes. I don't even know if I could have got a drone. They're so nervous. I ain't gonna shoot him that far. Not out here. Well, heck up on the counter. That big deer came in here and he was basically facing us. One time I had a shot when he was to the left And honestly, I was just trying to let them calm down because they were so nervous. I didn't think I could get drawn. I still don't know if I could have got drawn at any point. They were so nervous. But there's no point in rushing a shot on a big deer like that. He's not spooked or anything. He's out there in the field 150 yards right now feeding on wheat, so we good to go. All right, well, that big giant 9 came in, and it was just such pins and needles there around that stand that we couldn't move. I literally tried to reach over and pick up my bow, and does and bucks are looking at me left and right. So we didn't get it done. We didn't push the issue. We didn't take a far shot. We didn't take a bad shot angle, which was the main thing. But we didn't get it done. The deer eased off in the wheat field. No harm, no foul. All right, it's the next day now. One cool thing about us out here in Kansas, my buddy Galen, he's a great taxidermist, and he's got my deer from last year ready to go. Can't wait to see him. There he is. This is Joel's?
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at that big Joel. He does such good work. That's gonna look good at Casa de Priest. All right, my deer looks great. Galen does such a great job, and being one of my best deer ever, this one's even more special to me. We're gonna shoot bows again. We're getting dialed in. We're not hunting mornings because, you know, we just feel like if we maximize the afternoons, we're gonna have better success, not booger the deer up. So we're shooting good. The conditions are about the same. Now we're heading to the afternoon hunt. All right, I'll show y'all what I like to do out here in Kansas. Out here, I've noticed that the distiller's grain type products work real good, and Game Changer is that type of product. And so I like to mix it with my corn, get that corn smelling real good, and make me a little chum bag to bring into the blind when we go. My corn's gonna smell better than everybody else's. Tastes better too. Back in the same stand we were yesterday afternoon. We're hunting that big deer we saw, that big 9. And there's 2 other shooters. Hunter actually saw for just a second another one of the shooters right behind us yesterday. But we lost track of him whenever we had this big deer close. But basically the same weather, same setup, maybe a little warmer today, but the wind's not blowing quite as hard, so I'm hoping that helps. It's blowing a good breeze, but yesterday it was almost tropical storm force, so hopefully today they won't be as jumpy as they were yesterday. These does fight. He's still out there. He's still out there. All right, the deer are moving good. We got 2 big 10 points out in the wheat. They're a couple 100 yards off. Now, we hadn't seen the 9 points yet that we saw yesterday. But between one of those 10s and this big 9, we don't care. Whichever one gets here first is getting an arrow. I got him, whatever. He ain't going nowhere now. Hey, whatever works. I've done this a million times, but this stuff will humble you like nothing else. And I got humbled twice today. When you think, oh, you're a big, huge hunting man, you big bad hunter, you'll send one over the big 9 points back, and it's spot a 10 point. But guess what? We got a big buck down, and we're so thankful to be here. I'm so blessed to be here in Kansas. And what's so cool is we got a deer at home we're going to hunt now. That's just as good as this deer. So, to say we're pumped about this season is an understatement, and we just kicked it off with a bang, baby. Good job, hunter man. first big buck together. And we got to see a rodeo. 2 10 points, a big 9 point, another 8 point. Wow. Well, here he is. Beautiful 10 point. We decided to take our pictures and video this morning because it's so pretty out here in Kansas with these sunrises. Big country out here, but I've been out here for around 15 years, something like that. And I'll be coming back as long as they'll have me. This is a great area, a great hunt, and I love bow hunting. And as Asa said whenever I sent her the picture of this deer, Daddy, he looks juicy. His meat's gonna be good. And he is. He gonna look good on the wall too. Thank you, Lord. Hey, sometimes God will humble you. You know, I've literally killed hundreds of deer with my bow, and it doesn't matter. Every time a doe, a hog, or a big buck comes in, I get buck fever like a 6-year-old little girl. And I hope it never goes away, because that's why I love it so much, because it does things to my heart, my mind, my nervous system like nothing else. It's I tell people it's like you're kicking off for the state championship football game when that buck's coming in. Your heart's beating fast, and there's nothing like it. If you've never done it, if you've never bow hunted anything, I encourage you to go do it. Hey, Kansas is unbelievable. And I couldn't think of a better way to spend mid-October, the October lull, than in Kansas.